Well, hi, welcome back to the workshop of Wood Spun Round. This is Doug, and I am so glad to have you back in my shop again. It has been forever. Got tied up doing projects for customers for Christmas. That took up all my time, and then just before Christmas, I got COVID. It's been all around me. People all over the place have had COVID, and I understand, lots of folks have had it, a lot of folks have not had it. I came down with it Tuesday before Christmas, and am just now getting my first opportunity back in the shop. So I wanted to check in, say hi. I've got a project I want to do today for not really a challenge, but it's a hashtag week from SK Crafts over in England. So anyway, before we get into that, I wanted to share some things with you. I've gotten several stickers from some folks, and I am so glad to have these. And you're not going to be able to see this one too well. I'm going to hold it up closer to the camera. That's Steve Ash, Learner Turner. He is there in England and does a good job. Check him out on various places, Facebook, Instagram. I don't believe Steve has a YouTube channel, but Instagram at least. Check him out there. Another one that is on Instagram, don't believe he's got a YouTube channel either, is Baker Makes. Baker Makes. He's in Indianapolis, Indiana, and is doing some nice work. So go over to Instagram and check him out. Was contacted just a couple of weeks ago, really, by a fella. And I started not to even reply because his name is obvious. It's obvious he is not an American, and I just don't deal. How should I say it? I'm not a big fan of having a lot of folks, especially folks who don't speak English and don't post in English. Because I don't know what they're trying to tell me. So all I get is a picture sometimes. But this is a fella in Berlin, Germany, Timber Wood. You can look him up just that way, Timber Wood. He's on Instagram. He is a wood supplier there in Germany. Has some pretty wood on his Instagram page. So go over there and give him a shout. And then one other one. Well, I'm trying to see. What did I do? I did something wrong. Okay. Baker Makes is Steve Baker in Indianapolis. Tim Harden. Harden Custom Woodworking. I'm trying to twist that all up in my head. Tim does some nice work as well. Go over and look at his page, his Instagram page. He's in Indiana as well. That's what was confusing me. I had two in Indiana. I've probably got another sticker or two, but those four are the four that I can lay my hands on right now. And just wanted to give those guys a shout out. I really appreciate them sending me a sticker. They've got stickers as well. If they don't have them already, they're in the mail on the way. In fact, I know there's a couple I just sent out. Tim Barr probably hasn't gotten his yet. And there's another one in England. Couldn't begin to tell you who it is right this minute. The name escapes me, but it's on its way, and I'm sure theirs is on their way to me as well. So anyway, those four stickers I wanted to share with you. Now let's get everything together, and we'll get to the lathe, turn this little project. And so this is a piece of black walnut. It was a much larger piece. I cut it down in both directions. I've got 4 blanks out of it, all this size. So let's see what we can do here. Black walnut, just a natural shaped bolt. About half of that void there where that knot was is gone already. We got to move our tailstock already. these early stages, it goes pretty quickly. Same 1/2-inch bowl gouge that I was using. Let's get going. Still turning. I didn't tell you before, I'm turning at 925. Much better. Those are just some light scraping cuts just to clean that up, make it a little more even so I don't have to sand quite as badly. All right. We'll turn the vacuum on now, so we'll cut the sound on the video. Be back in just a minute. One of the things I like about the axe, besides the fact that it does such a great job, it's food safe. Food safe. So when I've got a piece out there for sale and someone asks me, can I put M&Ms or peanuts in it? Is it food safe? Without any hesitation, I can say absolutely it is food safe. It's the abrasive paste, well, both of them are, they're as easy as putting them on, working them in a bit, letting the abrasive here in the abrasive paste do its job. I'm going to turn my lathe down to 225. Yeah, nope. Put it back and forward. And I'm using that same part of the paper towel just to work it in. I'm going to work this in for a couple of minutes. Then after I've worked it in, I will speed up the lathe. And as I do, I'm doing a couple of things. I'm listening very carefully, but also the feel of it. I can feel that abrasive in that paste is starting to break down. We'll add just a little bit more just because it seemed like it was doing its thing too quick to me. Excuse me. I used one of the full-size containers. Yeah, there they are. The full-size container of abrasive paste is 8 ounces. The full-size container of the wax is 4 ounces. When you order the abrasive paste, the wax comes with it, which it doesn't with the other brands. The last time I checked, and I admittedly, to be honest, I haven't checked in a long time. The last time I checked, the other brands just for the abrasive paste cost as much as the kit from Axe, both the abrasive paste and the wax. So you really come out cheaper. Tom has also held the price on the postage. Now, that sound is just about gone away, the sound of the abrasive on there. And I don't feel it gritty anymore. So I'm going to speed it up. I'm going to go up to 475, and I'm still using that dirty part of my paper towel. But Tom has held the price of the postage. Postage has gone up. It's over $10 for him to ship that package out. And he's still charging whatever it is, $9 and change. So, you know, I know some folks are saying that it costs more, it costs so much, they can't afford to use it. I tend to disagree. I'm going to run it up to 825, and I'm going to flip over here to this clean side. Same piece of paper towel, but I'm coming over to turn it over and go to the other end. So I've got clean. Again, just letting it work. And every time we're going to go to a clean piece of paper towel, I'm going to speed the lathe up. We're working at getting all of that off. We don't want any of the residue to show up. 1225. You could do the inside and the outside at the same time. I like to do them separately. I just do. Can't tell you why. 1425. Not even holding the paper towel. I'm just pressing it against the wood. Not real hard. Still residue though. So we're going to get rid of that piece. So I pulled off a bunch a while ago. I will use several of these little quarter sheets. Getting better. Still a little bit there. I don't think I'll speed up anymore. Just use the same speed, but change my paper towel. Trying to get it so I get no residue. If I get all that residue off of there, that means all the oil and wax is off of the surface. There's both oil and wax in this abrasive paste, and I want those off. I want the oil particularly completely gone, so that when I wax, the oil won't come through the wax and dull the shine. And so I'll spend a few extra minutes at this stage just buffing off, getting all that oil out of that, off of that surface. I'm getting less and less residue every time I examine my paper towel. Still got some though. Starting to add just a little bit more pressure as well. Seems that just a little bit of heat helps draw that oil out. Just a touch. Not much left. In fact, this will be my last time here on the outside. Time for the wax polishing restoring paste. This is a carnauba wax. If you have used the axe waxes before, the axe wood paste before, this is the same paste wax he's always used, always produced. However, he has increased the amount of carnauba. It's no longer a soft paste. This is a hard paste, but it does come out very easily. And you want a thin film all over. Rub it in real good. Maybe you still hand wax your cars, maybe you don't, maybe you used to when you were a kid. I used to do mine a couple times a year, then I went to once a year. But I found, and I'm sure you've found too, if you've ever waxed a car, if you'll put it on thin and then give it a few minutes. I remember the old turtle wax with the instructions said, put it on thin, then let it sit and develop a haze over the entire vehicle. That was always so hard to do. It seemed like it was harder to get off. But if you did, when you buffed it, oh my goodness, it would buff up like nobody's business. Like new money. While I'm waiting on that, I'm going to turn it down. Oh, let's go down to an even 1,000 RPMs. There it goes. While I'm waiting on that, I'm going to clean up, and I'll bring you back here in just a minute when it's time to buff that off. All right, it's been a few minutes. I have swept up. Let's see about buffing this off. No pressure. We'll probably put 2 coats of wax on here. Oh. Beautiful. Let's put one more coat on. As my friend Keith Greenfield over there in England says, because I can. Now, I'm still going to have to take care of the tenon, but that's not a big deal. You've seen me do that a number of times. I use the Phil Anderson method most of the time. Well, I'll put a small piece in my chuck to act as a jam chuck with a piece of the non-slip and a paper towel over that. Bowl goes on top of that. It'll be pinched in with my tailstock, live center, and I'll work that tenon down and actually cut it off on the lathe. There we go. One walnut bowl. Hashtag Natural Bowl Week. This is my entry. If you want to see what all the other entries look like, feel free to join us on Sunday morning. This Sunday morning, well, let's see. This will be Sunday morning the 22nd. 8 o'clock Eastern time, and you'll see what the montage of all the other submissions for hashtag Natural Bowl Week. No embellishments, simply turn the bowl, sand it. I put a very simple wax finish on that bowl, and as you can see, tremendous chatoyance that comes off of that as that goes around. It's on the inside as well, as light catches it and it flashes. Well, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you've enjoyed this video, if you would, hit the thumbs up on your way out. Also, if you'd like to see more of my content, hit the subscribe button, and then that bell is a notification button. YouTube will let you know when I put up new content. It doesn't cost you a thing. Both of those actions, all three of those actions, help the channel out tremendously. 2 other things you can do to help, just with the analytics. One with the analytics, if you'll put a comment down in the comment section. If you really liked it, tell me what you liked about it. If you didn't like the video, tell me what you didn't like. I'll be glad to listen to that. You're not going to offend me. The other thing you can do that'll help me tremendously as we try to grow the channel, share. If somebody you know loves walnut, my wife, for example, loves walnut. So I will let her know that it's on there. She may go back and watch this. I know she'll look at the pictures. She'll hold it in her hands. She'll fondle this bowl for quite a while. But then she will. She may even go back and watch and share. So feel free to share the link to this video. And you know, the more people that watch, the more people join or subscribe to the channel. The more that subscribe to the channel, the quicker we get to 1,000 subscribers. And when we do, I have got a giveaway for you. So just help me out. Let's grow the channel. As soon as we get to 1,000 subscribers, we will have a giveaway. I'm not sure exactly what all the prizes will be, but I know there's going to be some good ones. The axe wood paste will be just part of it. There'll probably be a turn piece. There may be another piece or two that we'll include in that giveaway. Well, I thank you. This is Doug at Wood Spun Round, and I am so glad to have had you in the shop with me today. Until we get to meet again, hope you're able to spin them around.